Yes, I was rejected. And it sucks. Yeah, it still sucks. Before I begin this video, I want to ask you guys a question. Are you generally, in dating, the heartbreaker or the heartbroken? When I was younger, I used to always be the heartbroken, and now I feel like I'm a pretty good mix of the two. But when I'm the heartbreaker, I'm not that big of a heartbreaker, because if I'm not interested in you, I'm pretty good about telling you and being upfront about how I feel. Part of the reason I wanted to tell you guys this story is because it's actually a continuation of a story that I tried telling you guys a couple of weeks ago in my video called I Have a Sex Problem, that you can check out right here in case you missed it, or you can check it out in the description section below. But in that video, I told you guys a story about this guy that I went on a date with that I actually really liked. We were talking on FaceTime for a couple of weeks before we met, and we met one night, and I had to confess to you guys that I actually ended up hooking up with him on the first night we met.
Shame.
I went over to his house after I got off work at midnight, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, but I said to myself, Travis, you are not gonna sleep with him, and yes, of course I slept with him, and you know, that was really great. But I'm not really a person that's all about the sex. Like, I'm a very sexual person, I enjoy sex, but it doesn't drive me. That's not the first thing that I want, because today it's so easy to just pick up an app and go get sex casually wherever you want, that I generally want something a little bit more. With this guy, you know, I went over to his house and we were talking for a while, and I wasn't ready to like him as much as I did. But we had so much in common and it was so nice, and so we ended up hooking up because I was also very, very attracted to him. After we're done doing the deed, we need to take a shower. And so I was gonna shower first, but then he suggests showering together. I normally don't like taking showers with people, but for some reason it was really great with him. We clean ourselves off, we kind of help soap each other down, and you know, it was kind of cute. You know, it was sexy, but it was also kind of cute. As soon as I'm done washing myself off, I'm about to turn off the shower, and he grabs my hand off the shower handle and he takes it off, and he's like, wait, just a few more minutes. And so when he does that, he kind of comes up behind me and just kind of wraps his arms around me and tucks his head over my shoulder, and we just stand there in the shower for like 5-10 minutes. I don't know how long it was, but it was just like nice. It was really nice because I hadn't had that kind of intimacy in a long time, but I liked it. And the fact that I liked it is a problem in and of itself. After that, we get out of the shower finally, it's fucking amazing, and we go to bed. And normally when I'm in bed, I don't like to cuddle with you very much, like while I'm sleeping, because I get hot and it gets uncomfortable. But for some reason, I was okay with it with him. And so we kind of cuddled the whole night, and I had my back turned towards him when I was sleeping. I remember waking up and I just felt him kissing down my spine, and I was like, what is this? Lord Jesus, I got that love drug in my veins and I want you to shoot it in straight. Then I was like, whoa, is this someone that I can actually date? Anyway, fast forward to the next morning, we stay in bed for a while, we kind of sleep in, we put off our morning appointments so that we can spend a little more time together. And then I decided it's time to go, so I finally get ready to leave, and that was kind of it for the moment. Anyway, because I don't want the story to last forever, a few days passed and I don't really hear from him. So I decided to text him to see how he's doing. And he kind of gives me like the one-word response. I'm like, how you doing? And he's like, good, man. Like, no open invitation for more communication. And that right there is just like something that really starts to f with your mind. Because I'm like, wait a second, we had such a good night. Why aren't you saying anything more? And then you start going through the overanalyzing thing, and the crazy girl starts to come to life from within. Getting to the point, I text this guy a few more times, and he's not really responding very much, and so I decided to send him a message where basically I asked him if hooking up too soon would kind of mess things up, because I said that I liked him, and I know that you're not supposed to put your cards on the table that soon, but I didn't give up. So he responds to that though, and it's like the first real response that I heard from him since then, and he's like, yeah, having sex probably wasn't the best thing to do that soon. And he kind of alluded to the fact that he did like me, but then he also said, you need to let me come to you. I don't know if that's a douchey thing to say, but it's also kind of true regardless, because I feel like people like the chase. I like the chase, and that's probably why I was so crazy about him. So he tells me, you know, give me some space and let me come to you. And so I stopped texting him. And so I wasn't like completely hung up on him. I just thought there was a connection there, because that first night with all the intimacy made me feel like there could be something more there. So anyway, the next night I decided to go out with my friend for dinner, and then we were gonna go grab a drink at a bar. Now I should probably tell you guys that I don't drink. And I also told him that I don't drink. But we were going out there just to have like a soda and a cranberry juice because we wanted to be social and be out and do something fun. But anyway, I'm at dinner and I posted a photo of myself in my Netflix and chill hoodie that you guys may have seen through this photo right here. If you guys want this hoodie, you can check it out. The link's in the description section below. I posted a photo with a Netflix and chill hoodie and I was like, and then he writes, yes please. And I was like, oh he's coming to me, he's coming to me, shit is working out. And so my friend and I, we go out to this bar and we're getting a soda and a cranberry juice and we're just chilling out there. As we're chilling out, and I just messaged the guy a few minutes before, that guy walks right into the same bar that we're in.
No! God, please, no! No!
When he walks in, I don't know what comes over me. I become this helpless schoolgirl and I grab my friend's arm and I'm like, oh my god, I can't say his name. I totally see him and I fucking freak out. I don't know why I freak out either. I think a big part of it was my heart was kind of vulnerable and I hate that feeling of being vulnerable because I haven't had that in a very long time. And he just told me the day before not to go talk to him unless he comes and talks to me. And so I just felt kind of stupid, to be honest. So anyway, I'm talking to some guy from New Zealand or Australia or some other country. I have no idea because I can't even focus on anything else but the idea that this guy that I like is just a few feet away from me standing at the bar. Anyway, as I'm standing there talking to this guy, suddenly I feel this sharp sting on my back. This is where that tree comes into play because apparently on that tree there was a spider. And the spider fell out of that tree and fell down the back of my shirt and decided to land right on my back where it started biting me. Now, this sting burned like none other. It felt like fire was spreading across my back. And most people in this situation would probably rip the damn shirt off and run and scream or do something. But you know what I did? I just sat there and smiled and nodded at this guy's story, who I wasn't even paying a damn attention to because I was too proud to show that a spider was actually attacking me as I'm trying to not let this guy know that I see him across the room. The sweat is dripping down my face. I'm feeling dizzy and I'm sitting there like, yeah? You went to the Poconos for Halloween? How was it this time of year? Whew. I am dying. But it didn't matter. As long as I saved face, that's all that mattered to me in that moment. So finally, the guy that I like leaves the bar, and I turn to my friend, and I'm like, can you look at my back right now? I feel like something bit me. I pull my shirt up. This is what I see on my back. No! This thing has swollen up so much and it's burning so bad that I have to leave the bar. So anyway, that's kind of what happened and I haven't heard from him really since then. I've reached out a couple of times and I either get one-word responses or no response. And so I know at that point, just let it go, Travis. Just let it go and chalk it up to one good night. But I was kind of bummed out though because I hadn't felt that connection with someone in a really long time, but it doesn't really matter because he obviously didn't feel the same way, which means that I was #rejected. Anyway, I just wanted to share that story with you guys because it's been on my mind for the last couple of weeks and I thought that maybe you guys could relate because, being rejected just sucks. So I guess I'm just gonna leave this now because I don't know how long the story time video is gonna be. But please be sure to give this video a like if you can relate to having your heart broken. Let me know about your heartbreak stories in the comment section below. And I guess that's all I have for right now. So thank you guys so much for watching and we'll see you next time.